Hello everyone, welcome to week 2 core, where we're going to go ahead and go over how to make the basket, spells, and the volume sprite. So to begin, we're going to go ahead and work on our basket. So we're going to scroll to the basket sprite. We're going to go on to costumes. As you can see here, we have two different versions that we have to make for our basket, one of them being an empty one, and one of them being one with something inside. So there are many ways you guys can go ahead and make this basket. Obviously, it just depends on your theme that you're making. So you don't have to do the same exact basket I'm going to go over here. But if you want to do one such as the one from the original game, I'm going to go ahead and cover that right now. So first you want to go ahead and grab your square tool and change it to a nice light brown, like a basket color. And then I'm going to go ahead and add an outline to this as well. I'm going to make this a little bit of a darker brown. I'm going to go ahead and make a box and put it in the center. I'm not going to make it too big because it's not necessary for our game. Once I have that, I can make little changes by using my select tool and clicking on it. So I might just make the thickness of my outline just a little bit bigger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my reshape tool. I'm going to bring in the bottom 2 points in. And the other ones at the top, I'll take them out just a little bit more. Okay. Once I'm happy with this, I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down just a little bit more. And I'll put this back in the center. And here I have the first piece of my basket. Now I can go ahead and add more details to it. So for example, I can grab my line tool. I can go ahead and add a couple lines to this. I can hold on shift to make it straighter. And then I can go ahead and move the line. And make it a little bit longer if I need to as well. Okay. Once I'm done, I'm going to take the line tool again. And this time I'm going to be making horizontal lines, but I'm not going to follow it all the way across because I want it to look like a wooden basket. So I'm going to click and hold on one side and add 2 different lines. And then I'm going to add different ones at different points. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and use my brush tool. I'm going to make the brush size a little bit smaller. I think a 4 should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and change this to a black, and I'm just going to add 2 dots on either side. And these will kind of look like nails. And I'm trying to put it as close as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now I have my basket done. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add handles to it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the line tool again. This time I'm going to make it just a little bit more thicker. And I'm going to make a straight line for right now. I'm going to go ahead and change the thickness of this because it might be a little bit too big. I'm going to change it until I'm happy with the size. So I think this much will be fine. I'm going to go ahead and turn it around, make it straight. I'll go ahead and make this a little bit longer. And then with my reshape tool, I'm going to go ahead and change where I'm adding the 2 points. So I'm adding 3. And then moving it. I'm going to make this pointed and then curved, just so that it's a smoother one. And then I'm going to grab this, copy and paste, and add it to another side. Okay. And here I have my basket for my game. Now that I have my basket, I'm going to go ahead and copy it, move it to the sum, and paste it in. And now I want to go ahead and add something that's going to go inside. So again, depending on your theme, this could be a little bit different. It could be candy if you have a candy themed. It could be bones if you have kind of like a scavenger, archaeology kind of theme. So it can be really anything. Since I'm sticking close to the game, I'm just going to go ahead and make an apple. And I don't have to make it perfect, since it is going to be covered for the most part. So I'm going to use the circle tool. I'm going to move this down a little bit. Add 2 dots on either side. And here I have the body of my apple. And then I'm just going to go ahead and with my brush tool, I'm going to find a nice green color and make the leaves for it. And I'm going to fill this in. So now to make sure that I don't move it and having to move different pieces, I'm going to go ahead and select both of them and group it. And this will allow me to move everything together. So now I'm just going to place the apple kind of where I want them. And then it's up to me where I want to place them. So for this one, I'm going to move it back. I'm going to copy and paste. And I can also add different sizes and add them to the back. Okay. So these right here, I'm going to start adding them a little bit to the front. So I might just move this back and move this back too. I'm just adding as much as I need for it. And again, adding different sizes because that will look really nice. And once I'm happy with it, now I have one that's empty and one that has something inside. Now we have both versions. Take your time creating your artwork for this, and then once you're done, we're going to go ahead and code.